Hey everybody, Real Fan Man here. I just wanted to do a kind of a quick layout overview. I know somebody had asked me about a tour on my latest update, so I had made a comment that well, this was kind of like a tour, but not really. And I know I have a lot of new subscribers and whatnot. Um, and thank you all. I do appreciate all of you. Um, Definitely never thought I would make it over 1,000 subscribers, to be honest with you. However, it is a cool thing. So here we go with the layout overview. First off, let me explain a little bit. This is an HO scale layout. It's in a 9 foot by 12 foot room, so it's roughly about 9 foot, 12 feet. 9 foot would be, let's see, this way. So that's 9 feet from here to over there, and 12 feet obviously is on the other side. And there's the doorway, and you are looking at the first level. And also note the angle in the ceiling. So this side's obviously the ceiling's a little lower, but that's okay. All Real Fan Man, huh? There's Real Lady 2020. Oh, spooky time. Crooked River Easter's calendar. Hey, all right. Now that we're off that sidetrack, right? So this is going to be 2 levels, like I had previously on my last layout. 40 inches, roughly 40 inches from the floor to the top. It varies. When I started building this layout, I believe I was going off of this side right here. And the only reason I say that is this floor right here is not level. It's basically sinking in. It's settling in. So like, sorry if I'm moving you around. You go from the window to basically the center of the house, the apartment. There's a significant drop. So I mean, it's not crazy, but it's significant enough that you notice it. So anyways, moving on. So the top level is roughly 40 inches high. Second level is going to be, it's going to come up to the top of the second level is going to be about right here. So it's roughly 56 inches, we'll say. So that's going to give me like 13 and a half inches in between the bottom and the top of the layout, which is fine. I think that's actually an inch more than I had. Excuse me, on my last 2-level train layout. Really, Gracie? Come on now. Supervisor's here. She's giving her mother Cuddles a break. All right, so this layout's pretty much made for operations. That's solely why I made it for operations. Which meaning it's just going to be pretty much point to point. However, if I just want to have some fun, run some trains, I have a continuous loop, which would be the first level. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a reverse loop on the second level that I could remove. I might not. I'm not even there yet, so stay tuned for that. Pretty much, I have code 100 for my mainline track, which you can see right here. It's pretty much my mainline. This was going to be the arrival departure track. However, I decided to go against it and I'll show you on Google Maps, because I do have that loaded up for, because I want to show you the East Deerfield Yard and all that stuff. So, and this layout's based pretty much mainly around East Deerfield Yard, and which has east-west trains, north-south trains. So, and it is also pretty much proto-lanced. There's some prototypical aspects to it. However, it's probably mainly freelanced. So, anyways, so basically my main line's code 100. My yard tracks and spurs are code 83. And I have basically mainly Pico switches, the Pico short switches. I'm actually trying to transition away from the Atlas switches, just because I kind of like, once I started using Picos, and I've seen other YouTubers, other model railroaders using Picos, like for example, Rick from SoCal, he uses Pico switches. So, and they seem, for me, so far so good. They run very well. I have actually like a medium one right here for my second level lead incline. So right now, obviously, you can see there's nothing there yet. Don't mind the sunrise landscape. It's a little, I don't know what the hell it is. Real 80 2020 made that, so could be like a coaster or something. So yeah, I got pretty much mainly Pico short switches and a couple, you know, other medium ones like I just showed you, and I still have a few Atlas switches on the layout, like over here. Some new vehicles here. Take a look. So you'll see them on the layout at some point, I'm sure. So I got like these Atlas switches still hanging around, and I'm probably going to move this crossover down a little bit at some point. Not sure yet. And those I believe are Mark IV switches. So this one's a custom because you can tell by the frog. The frog's like metal. So these are like custom Mark IVs or something like that. But anyways, so I will be eliminating those at some point, and I'll probably just give whatever switches I have away to somebody who could use some switching tracks, but that's for a later date. So now that I explained pretty much the descriptions of the layout, this right here in front of you is the East Deerfield yard. It is 5 tracks, which is more tracks than I had the last time. Technically, it's not, but it is, because I've eliminated the arrival departure track. So this is track number 1, track number 2, track number 3, 4, and 5. Track number 6 is pretty much the runaround. I have another little runaround right here, as you can see, where the crew or the yard switcher is. So, but basically I kind of like just use that for engine ready or the yard crew's locomotive power. And then over here, sorry if you're getting dizzy, I have WTE recycling, which is technically farther that way. Not that far, but it's past what I'm calling this right here, the Deerfield River. So I lift up will be some sort of bridge or 2 trestles or something. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but we'll figure it out. Until then, this works pretty good, so we're just sticking with this for right now. And like I said, WTE should really be on this side of the Deerfield River. However, you'll see that when I show you on Google Maps. But I've had it here at the end of the west end of the yard since I've started building these layouts. So I'm just, for now, you know, because of room and all that stuff, I'll just keep it over here. So yes, this is the west end. So this would be going east, this would be going west. And when you're coming into the yard, there's a track similar to this one right here that kind of breaks off and goes into the fuel and sand racks, and then the engine and car shops. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks over here for that. I did put a crossover in. So for example, if these 2 locomotives were done being looked at, they needed to move them, they could cross over and go around this guy who's getting fuel or sand. They are isolated. These are the isolation. These are the toggles for the isolations. I do have a 6th one that I might utilize for this guy right here, since I'm going to have locomotives parked there, and The whole reason why I have them isolated is because I've had some runaway trains before, or locomotives. Just out of the blue, I'm operating across the layout, and the next thing you know, I hear a train, and then I look and see it flying. I'm like, what the hell? And it's got to be a signal issue, because that was mainly I use my, which I will mention to my ESU throttle. So I believe it's got to be a signal thing or something. Some signals are getting crossed, and one of these locomotives just decides to take a cruise down the rail. But anyways, I do have an NCE power cab. I also have a Pro cab, which I will be hooking up. I will be putting one panel on this side of the layout, and I will also be putting, here we go, one panel on this side of the layout. So this way I can just use that when I don't feel like using ESU. However, with that being said, I'm also looking to possibly getting the Proto throttle. I believe it's Proto throttle, that big old hunky thing. It's like realistically operating an engine. So maybe you'll see one in my hand one of these days. But anyways, till then, I'm just using the ESU and also the NCE. I will have some lights hooked up like I did before. I'll have some signals hooked up. I just haven't gotten that far yet. Okay, so I don't want this getting too long. So basically, 22K, 23K are kind of my run-through trains. 22K is 22K is eastbound, I believe. I believe it's eastbound. 23K is westbound. Let me consult my paperwork here. Yes, okay. So 23K is westbound, which heads that way. It's like a through train. I am nowhere near having the exact type of cars they have for their trains. I'm not 100% sure if they actually drop cars off, pick cars up. But on my layout, they do. Because I'm about operations. I'm more about having fun and operating the layout rather than, getting every single car and locomotive specifically for this train and all that fun stuff. So, to me, I'm just having fun. I like to build trains in the yard, break down trains in the yard. So that's why I have an actual open yard on my layout in such a small area. I know, but anyways. So 23K, 22K, those are basically my run-through trains. Now, like a train like, we'll just say a local train, I get some ops set up on JMRI, which I'm using again. So I just kind of like, I'll write it down, I'll build my train, then I get my power, I'll hook up to the train. So the Gardner turn will say, is an eastbound local, so they'll go this way. And they'll head into basically Gardner, Mass. And again, this is, proto-lanced, and I just pretty much have 7 industries here to switch out. I have 4 on the north side of the main line, which this would be the main line. This is a siding, and this is a siding. So we have those 2 industries there, which is Bob's Furniture in the far back, Boyle's Transfer, Armstrong Electric, Centennial Mills. And then on the south side of the main, I got Central Gas. And I know this is a little close. I'm going to actually build out a little bit, probably a couple more inches. I put masking tape to kind of keep these guys steady. I'm not worried about these things right here, but it's like the tanks. They've already been through the mill a few times. So anyways, Central Gas. Let me move this tripod here. I got the Team Track. And then Big and Cement. I came up with the name Big and Cement. If those of you that know or have watched Married with Children, Al Bundy and his son there, Bud Bundy, they like that magazine Biggins. So I just named it Big and Cement. But anyways, this is Gardner, Mass. So, which is east of Deerfield, the East Deerfield yard. Do my switching. and then just head back that way to the yard. So that's kind of the gist for that. Second level is going to be, you can see I'm already started my incline here. I stopped pretty much just right behind Bob's Furniture. I started off with the blocks, and I will be using the L brackets, those little metal L brackets, to hold up the rest of it. But I haven't even gotten that far, so we're not going to talk about that. Just know that there will be a second level at some point soon. Work is slowing down. We have fall cleanups coming up shortly. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much about it for now. You know, if you guys got any other questions or comments or whatever, feel free to drop them down below. I'm going to stop this right now, and then I'm going to turn on the laptop, and we're going to go through just real quick, show you on Google Maps. You know, you'll see generally what I'm kind of like, what I was going for when I built this, you know, as best as I could do it. I mean, who knows? God only knows. I could have probably did it a little bit better, but you know what? This still works, so we're gonna go with it. So yeah, let me know what you think. Hopefully this does answer some questions, but like I said, if there's any more, feel free to drop a comment, ask a question. You liked it, you didn't like it, all that fun stuff. All right, let's get to Google Maps. Stay tuned. Okay, Real Fan Man here, back again. So here's the East Deerfield Yard, as you can see. I'm going to try and do my best to explain what you saw prior to this. I did forget to mention the bridge, like the overpass, I should say. So this is kind of like where Rail Lady 2020 and I kind of hang out sometimes, and sometimes we also park down here and just kind of on a nice day we'll walk up, because there's sidewalks on both sides. There's like a bike trail right here. But anyways, so this is the west end of the yard. You can see too, like, so there's a train right there. So this track right here where the cursor is, that is the main line that comes in. So if you're going this way, you're headed west. And if you're coming in this way, you're going east. So if you look at my layout, it's roughly the same. And then it kind of branches out just into the yard lead. Like right here, I believe. So this is the main line. So right here is like the yard lead, and here's all the yard tracks. All in here. So if I zoom out, you can see it's obviously a pretty good sized yard. And I'm nowhere near that size. So, but this would be the east end. And then if you head this way, you're heading to Gardner, Mass. If you head this way, you're going to New York, or heading to New York. WTE Recycling, you can see it right here. WTE Recycling. See if we can get that to pop up. So that's basically on the west end of my yard. Unfortunately, because of lack of space, you can see some gondolas here. We'll zoom in. There you go. You can see some gondolas right there. So yeah, that's on the west end of my yard, and it is prototypically it's after the Deerfield River. So I would imagine they still consider this like a yard job. You know, they probably just, the yard crew comes out. I think they swap out the cars and all that stuff. So, but here's the Deerfield River. Here's my lift up bridge right here that you've seen on my layout. So, so if you're going this way on this track right here, you are heading west, and you are also going to be heading north. And this is also called the Patriot Corridor. So the Patriot Corridor actually continues west, and the Connecticut River subdivision continues north. And this track right here is the track that heads south on the Connecticut River subdivision. So it heads south to like Deerfield, Hatfield, Whately, it goes through like Northampton and then Holyoke and Chicopee all the way to actually Springfield and continues, I believe, down to Connecticut. But also in Springfield, it branches off and they can go to West Springfield where the CSX yard is. We're not going to go that far because, like I said, I want to keep this short. So, yeah, West New York, North, like Vermont, Bellows Falls, things of that sort, which actually we will quickly. There's Cheapside. So you can see, I'll zoom out some. So you can see there's kind of like they used to use this. This would be the north leg of the Connecticut River subdivision. This right here is the south leg, right? So this goes like you're going this way. You're getting ready to go into East Deerfield Yard. If you continue this way, which the Vermonter comes down this way, you're going, headed north to Vermont, and then you can come down this way, you're headed south. And so the Patriot Corridor and Connecticut River subdivision kind of like split up over there. And I'm trying to see if I could find. All right, so this right here is the bus station and Amtrak station for, where the Vermonter and the other train, I can't think of the name of it right now, basically stop and pick up, drop off passengers. So this would be the Patriot Corridor continuing west, and this would be the Connecticut River continuing north. What else here? Yeah, I'm sitting in the living room doing this on this laptop. It's an old laptop, so hopefully you'll be able to make some sense out of it. Hopefully I'm not wasting 5.5 minutes so far of my life or your life doing this. So this right here is Allstate Asphalt, which is on the south leg. So they got a bunch of tankers here. I was thinking about modeling that, considering I do have a southbound lead on my layout, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. We'll see. So yeah, that is that. There's McClellan Road. This is where we hang out. I'd like to have a bridge kind of representing that on the west end of the layout. And then real quick, you can see right here the engine and car shop leads. Here's where they fuel and sand their locomotives. And then you can see the car shop, engine shops right here. They still have, I believe it still works, a roundhouse, open roundhouse. So obviously the building's gone. So, but this is where they work on their locomotives and cars and all that stuff that need probably major repairs. Other ones, I think they might just fix them out here somewhere. I don't know. But it's kind of like almost in the center of where the yard is. So, but anyways, you get the gist, I hope. And that's pretty much, what I'm doing right now. So, anyways, thank you for watching. Any questions, comments, like I said, feel free to drop them in the comment section. And, you like it, don't like it, either way, let me know. Yeah, guess that's it. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a good day or night whenever you watch this. And also, I will be, this will be posted this will be posted on Saturday. I'm actually doing this Monday, October 7th, but I'm going to post it October 12th, which is a Saturday. Tomorrow I will be posting Operations for Gardner Turn Part 1. And then I'm going to do probably just one video a weekend for right now, because I have a couple queued up, ready to go. But I want to get some work done on the layout, so, and, I still have work to do. I got to do that adulting thing, so. But anyways, all right, I'm rambling. Take care, everybody. Be safe. Happy modeling. Real Fan Man.